Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video I'm starting from my bedroom because today is the first step I take to my working holiday visa in Australia. I need to look at flights and see when is the best time for me to go, but I've got a few gigs lined up between now and the end of July. So for me, because I'm having to quit my job, it seems the most sensible thing to do is just wait until the end of the summer once I've finished all my gigs and then go out from there. But this is just such a really scary but exciting thing that I'm gonna do, and I just thought I'd document it to take you along with me and for me to just look back on in a few years to come and just remember this whole whirlwind of a journey. So the first thing I needed to do was renew my passport, because although it hadn't expired yet, it expires in March 2026, so I would have been out there while it expired. It came back really quickly actually. I applied for it on the 12th of February and it arrived yesterday, which was the 21st of Feb. So the first thing I did was renew my passport, and secondly I'm about to apply for the working holiday visa. I want to get that sorted because I don't know if it's going to be accepted straight away. Some people it takes a matter of minutes, others it takes up to like a few days, weeks, even months. I think it says to allow up to like 3 months for it to be approved, so I don't want it to be a last minute stress. I'm going to get that sorted and then I'm going to look at flights. I've got the working holiday visa subclass 417 up and ready to go. I've been looking at this honestly for months. Once you've applied for this and hopefully it gets accepted and approved, you then get 1 year from that date to enter the country, and then the visa actually starts for a year from the day that you enter the country. As I'm doing this right now in February 2025, it currently costs 650 Australian dollars to apply, which is roughly about 325 pounds ish. When you apply through the Australian government, you will need an account, which I do already have because I already travelled to Australia on holiday a couple of years ago, so I believe my account still exists, but let's find out if it lets me log in. There's some planned system maintenance. So it says I'll be able to start, edit and attach documents, but I might not be able to pay during the maintenance. I have no idea. Something got really dark in here as well, so just please ignore that. There are 12 pages to go through for the application, so I'm just going to do that now. That probably took me almost an hour to complete, but I'm about to submit it. I would definitely say allow yourself plenty of time when doing your application, because there's quite a lot of tricky questions and there's things that I wasn't 100% sure on the answer to at first, and I had to Google what things meant, just making sure I was getting it absolutely spot on because I don't want it to mess up at all. But I'm about to hit the submit button. Because I'm about to pay on a MasterCard, there is a surcharge of $9.10. I don't know if this changes at all, but just to bear that in mind, because I hadn't read that anywhere and I didn't know that that was a thing. But because I'm paying on my credit card, which is a MasterCard, the total is actually going to be $659.10. So American Express, JCB, MasterCard, PayPal, UnionPay, or a Visa card, it's all different rates, but a MasterCard is a rate of 1.40. So there's a surcharge if you pay by credit card, so just bear that in mind because I haven't heard that anywhere. I'm just about to authorize the payment on my credit card app, which okay, approve. Yep, I've approved it on my credit card. It's doing something. Okay, I've paid for it. The payment is complete. I've paid for and submitted my application, so now I just need to wait for it to be approved. I've just gone to check my emails and I've actually had 2 separate emails come through. One is the acknowledgement of my application, but the one that came through first looks like it's been granted. This is what happened before when I went on holiday. The application was granted before the confirmation email that I'd even submitted it had come through. These have both come through at the exact same minute, but I think, I'm going to put you up here because I need to look at this properly, but I think it's already been granted. Outlook has been a real pain in my laptop today. I don't know what is going on, but I might have to check it on my phone because I think it's come through. It's currently not letting me click on anything. Let me change to my phone. Ah, the stress. It's been granted, which means I can actually look at flights now and get that booked. But Australia 2025 is happening. This has been a really long time coming, so this is just emotional because I'm leaving a lot behind to be able to do this. I'm leaving a job of 11 years. I'm leaving behind my family, my friends, my boyfriend, my cats. Everything I know and love is here, but there is part of me that needs to go back to Australia. 2 weeks there wasn't enough a couple of years ago, and there's just something that's pulling me back and I just need to go for a year. And this has been a dream of mine for so long, and now it's gonna happen. So my visa's been granted and the next thing to do is actually book my flight, so I'm gonna have a look at that shortly, but I think I just need a minute. These emails came through at the same time, but this is the one actually granting me the application, which came through before the submission confirmation. I don't understand how that works and I don't understand how it's come through so quickly, but my visa's been granted. I'm going to Australia. It's currently Saturday the 1st of March, and as of like 3 days ago I booked my flight to Australia. I wasn't at home or didn't have my camera when I did it, but I had a really good deal and I just couldn't not book it then. So I've officially booked my flight and I'm very, very excited. I I just thought I'd do a bit of a random check-in because I've realised that today is Monday the 12th of May, which means that it's officially 3 months until I leave for Australia. As of right now, the only thing I've got booked is my flight. Other than that, nothing's changed since the last update. I can't even remember what I said in the last bit, but I don't think anything's changed. I'm still technically working my job right now. I haven't officially given in my notice yet, but that is approaching very quickly. The fact it's only 3 months away now is a little bit scary because time is going so quickly. But yeah, there's not really much else to update you on at the minute. I just thought I would do a 3 months ago check-in. It's time for another update, and this time it's a big one. It's currently Saturday the 31st of May. Yesterday, on Friday the 30th of May 2025, I handed in my notice at work. This is all starting to feel very real now, and I'm kind of glad that I kept this bit to film today instead of yesterday, because if you'd have asked me yesterday how I felt, I didn't feel any different after I handed in that notice. For me, this process has been a bit different to like a normal way of quitting your job. Like, my manager and my company have known that I'm going to be leaving probably for about 7 months at this point. They've known since October of last year that this is something that was potentially going to happen. I was trying to work out ways to make it work and stay with the company. That's a whole other story, but they've known about me wanting to leave for months. So if you'd have asked me yesterday how I felt, I even said to myself, like, I don't feel any different because everyone knew that it was happening anyway. However, today I've like had a chance to really think about what I've actually just done. Right now I feel relieved that I've given it in and started off this next process, but also scared. I'm terrified. This could be the best thing I've ever done, or it could be the biggest mistake I'd have ever made. I'm hoping it's not the latter, and I hope that this is going to be the start of something amazing, but who knows? Honestly, who knows where any of this is going to go. All I know is that I've now officially handed in my notice from work. I began there on the 1st of August 2014, so it'll be 11 years to the day that I then leave, which feels kind of like a bit of a full circle moment. And I don't know, I could read into that, and anyone could read into that how you wish, but maybe this is like a sign that this is the right time. I don't know. Sometimes you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and this is very much doing that. I'm excited for what's to come, but I just thought I would document this massive moment in this journey, and that I have officially handed in my notice at work. Today is Saturday the 12th of July, and it's exactly a month until I leave for Sydney. There's not masses to update you on since the last time I filmed, but I thought as it's a month to go, I thought I would just do a little bit of an update. Right now I'm in that stage of, am I doing the right thing? I'm very teary. The realization that everything is about to change in a month's time is very overwhelming. I'm leaving behind everything that I know and like the routines and everything that I've got. I think what's making me the most upset right now is not me leaving, it's the thought of coming back and everything being so different, and that I'm struggling with a little bit. But in terms of updating about Sydney and like everything that's about to happen, I've purchased a folder actually this week, and I'm going to take with me all my documents. It's like my flight details, I've got my visa info, and then I've got sort of certificates and stuff from work, just in case I need anything for jobs and things like that. So I bought a folder, I've started to print stuff out. Actually, a really big update today. I've been trying to sell my car. I've spent literally the entire day in like 30-degree heat trying to sell my car, which I really didn't want to have to do. I love my car. Hopefully that will all happen quite soon, because I am only a month away from leaving and I need to sort that before I go. That's quite a big update in terms of literally today what's happened. Currently, a month before, I don't have anywhere to live. I don't even know what area I'm gonna live in. It's just crazy. I still don't have a job, but that isn't really a surprise. I'm fully expecting to go out and apply when I get there. I know I need the Australian bank account details and a tax number, which I don't have until I get there. The Australian bank account I can open, I believe, CommsBank a couple of weeks before I leave, so I've got that in my calendar for a couple of weeks time to open that before I go and then activate it in one of the branches there when I get there. I have 3 weeks left at my job. Literally 3 weeks yesterday. I have just tied up some freelance bits that I've been doing while I've been here, which I'm hopefully going to take out with me. So I will have a little bit of that to do while I'm out there. And then I guess on the job front, we will just wait and see what happens. If I just go out knowing that it might not happen straight away, then it kind of takes a bit of pressure off myself. I don't know if that's a weird way of looking at it, but that's how I'm looking at it. I still need to do my CV, and I've just renewed my driving license. So my driving license expires in September of this year, so I've just renewed that. So hopefully that will arrive in the next couple of weeks. I've started a deep clear out of my wardrobe and everything. I've got a lot of clothes that I need to sell or donate to charity. Some are taken with me and some I'm just gonna keep here, and then same with makeup and like beauty stuff. Obviously I can't take everything with me. And then I also need to buy a new phone. I don't need to, but I want to buy a new phone. I've been saving for one for like a year, and then keep this as like my work freelance phone. And then I need to find somewhere to live. Like, that's kind of my main thing probably for this week, is just to find where I'm actually going to stay when I get there. And then obviously the packing situation. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to take and what I'm going to leave behind. I'm going to do a list of everything. I do that for when I go away for a weekend, so I'm definitely going to do a list to move to the other side of the world. And then yes, the stuff like checking into my flight. I'm flying with Singapore Airlines on the 12th of August and I am flying alone. I flew with them last time I went to Australia and they were really good, so I'm excited to fly with them again, but I do need to sort out the check-in and everything a couple days before I fly. But I'm going to end the video here and just say thank you if you're following me on this journey so far. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. Also equally terrified, but I'm sure everything will work out. If it's meant to be, it'll be, as they say. So thank you if you've got this far. I'm beyond excited but terrified of what's about to come. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I hope you follow along for the rest of this incredible journey.